da 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 da. There are dreams already for chasing, and I really mean to chase me a few. All my dreams, all those dreams are out there waiting. I've got a lot of living.
We are gathering to spread awareness about and shine a light on dysautonomia. We are joining the ranks of landmarks like Niagara Falls, all 3 campuses of Mayo Clinic, and the entire Philadelphia skyline to light up turquoise.
Yeah.
At this time, this is the only light up event on the entire West Coast, and we are happy to be leading that charge. Those of you who have POTS, those of you who have dysautonomia already know quite a bit about this. So this information is for everyone else so that we can start educating the public. Dysautonomia is an umbrella term used to describe various medical conditions that cause a malfunction of the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nerves control the automatic functions of the body that we don't consciously think about, such as heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, dilation and constriction of the pupils of the eye, temperature control, and more. People living with various forms of dysautonomia have trouble regulating these systems, which can result in a number of symptoms, including lightheadedness, fainting, unstable blood pressure, abnormal heart rates, malnutrition, and in some severe cases, even death. Here's the thing though, dysautonomia is not rare. We think it is because a lot of us haven't heard of it. As a matter of fact, it's one of the most common conditions you've never heard of. It's estimated that over 70 million people worldwide live with various forms of dysautonomia. People of any age, gender, or race can be impacted. There is no cure for any form of dysautonomia at this time, but Dysautonomia International is funding research to develop better treatments and hopefully someday a cure for each form of dysautonomia. Despite the high prevalence of this, most patients take many years to get diagnosed due to a lack of awareness among the public and within the medical community.
When the sharpest words would cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Oh.
I would next like to invite Dr. Thomas Ahern to say a few words. Dr. Ahern is a specialist in cardiovascular disease and clinical cardiac electrophysiology at Scripps La Jolla, and we are very lucky to have him in our neighborhood. Come on up.
I'm overwhelmed by all the support out here for all the POTS patients. You know, I think back to when I made my first diagnosis. I'll start over again. Thank you all for coming. I'm overwhelmed by the support all you are showing for your families and each other's. I think back 10 years ago when I first made a diagnosis of POTS, and my colleagues told me I was a whack job. You know, there's no such thing. And I thought, what a rare condition this is. And now, 10 years later, 700 plus POTS patients later, it's not rare at all. It's very, very common. And as you mentioned, Kathleen, it's something that you can't see. So most people, most doctors just look the other way. I give credit to Dysautonomia International. You know, they're looking at advocacy for their patients, awareness of the condition, and achievement, trying to get research out there. And that's where we need to go now. We're educating people, they're learning about the condition. You all act as ambassadors. And if we can get funding from Congress to help support research, I think there's an opportunity to get great changes for you guys in the next few years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I still got a lot of fight left.
Each of us have stories to tell, I know, about our diagnostic adventure. What I'm about to share is not an uncommon journey and represents many who are here today. For me, it took nearly 12 frustrating and frightening years to receive a proper diagnosis. And it was only because I researched my own symptoms and brought them to my healthcare professionals and said, please test me for this. Please give me referrals for this. This is what I think I have. That happened when I was first diagnosed with celiac disease in 2009, and it happened again in 2017 and 2018 when I was diagnosed with POTS, as well as common comorbidities, mast cell activation syndrome, hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Those two conditions. I encountered doctors along the way that tried to convince me that it was all in my head. That's a direct quote. That I had an eating disorder, or that these were simply symptoms of being a woman. I know I'm not alone in any of that. As patients, we shouldn't have to do all of this heavy lifting, but we often do. And I would encourage each of you to be your own best advocate for whatever health condition you might encounter. In my research, I was lucky enough to be led to Dr. Ahern. We are lucky to have one of the best POTS cardiologists right here in San Diego County. But there aren't enough doctors who are specialists to see all of us. We need to get the word out. We need to encourage more doctors to learn about these health conditions and to fund research for future treatments.
Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Thank you so much, my friends. Always stronger when surrounded by good messages and good people. Next, I'd like to bring up President and CEO of the San Diego Convention Center. Please meet Rip Ripito.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here this evening. We are very proud to be a part of Dysautonomia Awareness Month. We do a lot of things in the community at the Convention Center, but this one is especially important to Leah and I, my wife and I. First of all, I'm a proud husband of a sweet Adeline, so that's the most important part. We're dear friends with Kathleen, so we automatically have a heart tug with that. But as an organization, we work to create awareness. The only times you'll ever see the sale lit up will be for customers who come to town who want to talk about their colors or their brand, or in the case of this evening when we have an opportunity to be able to light our sails in honor of a particular not-for-profit organization that is creating awareness for such a vital cause such as this. So we encourage you to continue to create the awareness and to go out and spread the word, and we're very happy to be a small part of it tonight. So thank you very much for inviting us.
We have one more order of business. And I hope you all got a chance to see the proclamations that we got from the city of San Diego, as well as the city of Santee. We appreciate their support in recognizing the month of October as Dysautonomia Awareness Month in the city of Santee and the city of San Diego. Now, we know that singing is good for health. It's been studied. It's been shown to decrease cortisol, and it has been shown to increase endocannabinoids by up to 40%. Those are feel-good chemicals in your brain. It can also stimulate the vagus nerve, increasing vagal tone. So let's kick off this lighting by raising our voices together to make noise for turquoise. Hopefully you've got some lyrics there for Stand By Me. That's what we're singing. Sing it loud, please.